Hello everyone, welcome. I'm just getting ready to post this stream up, and then away we go. Okay, we're good to go. I'm going to take notes as well here. Make sure I go WordPad. No. This isn't me reviewing my old stream, Sammy. This is we're going to come up with ideas and stuff. But I'll tell you more in a moment. My voice is obviously not the same, so fun times. I'm going to sound a little bit like Batman today unintentionally, but I think I'll explain that first and then we'll get going. Well, you might hear me drinking as well. I am sorry if you hear me drinking and don't like it. I need a lot of fluid at the moment. I'll try and not drink totally loud on microphone. Wait, say the thing. Wait, what? I'm Batman. But yeah, welcome back to the stream, everyone. I'm gonna sound terrible today, and that's primarily because I've had one hell of a cold this week. Yesterday, I had a massive migraine followed by a fever and ended up throwing up loads. And as a result, I've ended up destroying the back of my throat trying to throw up. And obviously as well, the cold is that bad that it just feels like I've just ingested an entire hot glue stick. And then I'm slowly coughing it all back up, so not nice. So I'll be trying to avoid sounding like I'm dying on stream. I'm just gonna... I'm just typing up here, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over footage, and we're going to be using it for Immersiontale. The idea is we're going to go back through and see what things, either in the environment or whatever else, are going to be good to include, ideas-wise. Oh no, it's Dave, sends healing waves. Oh wait, thank you very much. I'm going to need it. Like I was saying, my voice is going to be all over the place. I'm going to sound like Batman at some points. Not nice, but you can hear me. My voice is straining a lot, so normally I wouldn't do streams like this when it's like this, but as long as I have enough liquid, I'll be fine. But yeah, it was not nice the other day. I basically ended up passing out because it was that bad, so... Anyway, the reason why I have everybody in the chat here is because we're gonna go through this together, idea-wise, and we're gonna be seeing if we all agree on certain ideas that are gonna go into this, that you will then see in Immersiontale, which for those who don't know is the 3D animated version of the True Pacifist run, but I'm also including little things from Yellow now that Yellow's out and everybody seems to enjoy it. So yeah, we're going to be going through this. It's going to be the Undertale Yellow soundtrack in the background as well. We're going to be starting from Snowding, because I honestly don't think I'll be including anything from the Dark Ruins. I will be trying to fast forward through this as well. This giant rock and stuff like that, because of how Snowdon is at the moment, I don't think I'll include that. I remember saying, I think I'd talk it through with you guys, is having a little signpost that says something like Martlet's house and the Honeydew Resort pointing off into the distance, like slightly slightly bent to the side, so it looks as though it's like, yeah, if you go just off the beaten path or somewhere, then yeah, you may go there, or maybe the path has eroded over time. Either way, it insinuates that yellow exists just slightly away from the main area. I don't know if everybody is alright with that idea at the moment, but I think it's a neat one just to add, like a little reference. I know people have said I should include the micro froggets already. That might be a thing as well. Again, I'm going to try not dying on stream here, so if you hear me like pause it for a moment, then you know why. The worst part about this is that basically it feels like my tonsils are getting tickled quite a lot at certain points. So it ends up making me just be like... So if you hear me sort of sputtering, as it were, that's just me trying not to start coughing up my innards. But yeah, what does everyone think about the idea of having the signpost to both the Honeydew Resort and Martlet's in on the Snowdin Road? You know, where we head towards Snowdin Town. Because that's a pretty easy one to add in. I'm just like, while I wait for a response for that, I'll keep going. I figure a lot of this is going to be like super sped up here. I do like the frost hermit crabs here. They're pretty cute. It's funny when I think about it. This is probably going to be one of the only streams I'm going to be doing where I've been absolutely terrible, or sounded terrible. Can come back and watch it at a later date and just be like, oh my god. I know we've already got the Flowey reference in Waterfall, or rather not the Flowey reference, the Clover reference with the hat, which is staying where it is at the moment, because that's good. I figure what I'll do is, as well, is potentially start mocking these things up, because they'll be super easy to mock up after the stream, but I'll be taking screenshots of them as well. So things like that, where it's a little signpost there. I could easily do that and have it point to, like, Honeydew Resort, or Snowdin. You know, not Snowdin, sorry, Martlet's. And we could use that for reference. Oh. Not so sure about the adventuring couple over here, though. I don't think did I do anything with them during my playthrough? Let's try and go forward here. Absolutely love this. Love the artwork on it. Isn't this where we run into Martlet? I love the way she's got a Royal Guard book there. Be cool actually having a reference to Martlet, you know, like as a DIY thing. So like, I don't know whether anyone else is down for this, but mention in the comments if you don't like it or like it. But having a reference to Martlet's DIY background would be cool, you know, like in the library. There we go. That was safe. I almost ended up coughing up stuff there. Leaving reference for the remains of puzzle tucked into the wall. That would be kind of cool as well, but I mean, like, even if it's not like these messages here, like, having like a DIY book insinuating like Martlet would read it in like the library would be pretty cool. So Sammy, to explain this, going over ideas, basically it's like looking at different things and seeing what we could include that doesn't require, doesn't require too much effort, but hints towards Yellow actually being part of the same universe, just taking place further away from the main area. So for instance, things like a sign pointing for, Honeydew Resort and Martlet's house just on the road from Snowdin, pointing off into the distance, just to kind of give you the idea of, like, in base Undertale, where there's that one building where everyone's like, who's the person that comes out of the building and then goes back in, and you can see them from the plateau going into Snowdin. Stuff like that, pointing in that direction to sort of say, like, okay, Yellow takes place where you can see this in the distance, but you can't get to it, kind of thing. Just to kind of make sense and reference it. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I like the idea of leaving such a DIY book. So yeah, we can leave the DIY book in the library then. So Martlet's DIY book. We can even have like a reference to Chujin on it, so we can go by Chujin. So like if we get a close up of it, of the spine of the book, we can have like by Chujin Ketsukane on it. That'd be pretty cool. First thing that popped into my head was putting a feather in the hat. I mean, the thing is, like, the hat is going to be in Waterfall. I'm going through different areas, and I thought the first place to introduce this would be Snowdin. Could even include some of the, Martlet's feathers. Just put, like, Martlet's feathers there. We don't even need to have a Martlet. We could just say, like, okay, Martlet's been through here. Let's see, what's this? This puzzle is intended to impede progress of an intruder. Probably you. Be funny to actually potentially have one of the signs like this. But the thing is, because Yellow takes place before Undertale, it'd all have to be like basically destroyed or whatever, or just like covered in snow, I imagine. Have one of Martlet's feathers stuck in a sign, maybe. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. The idea being it makes it feel as though it's all wrapped up. Hey, audio. It all makes it feel like it's wrapped up in the same universe. Because it's meant to be, at least. So the cool thing about Yellow that I like is that basically Toby gave it his blessing, so it more or less has become like unofficial canon of sorts. Oh my god, I forgot how many PPS things were from Martlet on the sign. How you doing, audio? I forgot about that puzzle as well, the lava ball puzzle. And then we've got, we got the guy that's stuck to, or the person that's stuck to over here. Don't think I'll include that because I need a bunny character. Sammy says, it's canon in our hearts. Yeah, it really is. It's the funny thing is, I don't know many people of the fandom at the moment that are denying that Yellow is like a thing. Instead, it's like, oh yeah, no, Yellow's a thing. It's fun. You can totally have it either alongside or with Undertale if you want. So it gives me a little bit of an advantage in referencing it in a very cheeky way. I don't think my voice has ever sounded this bad before. What makes it better is it's got Toby's blessing. Yeah, I think that's why everybody's sort of okay with it, you know? Mitsuki says, insert Jumpscare. I love super chill indie gamer devs. Oh yeah, they're always fun. The thing is, around here I think we've got Mo and we got the castle. Hang on. The reason why I do this with my own footage here is just because I don't want to, like, do it with anybody else's footage and then them claim it and be like, oh, you stole my footage. It's like, I just wanted it for reference, you know? Let's see, we got the save point. Oh, Mo. I wonder whether we can actually reference Mo here. That'd be pretty fun. The thing is, even if we did, it'd have to be, like, really cheeky. As in, like, not a blatant sort of, like, Mo was definitely at this location. Instead, it'd have to be, like, a signpost saying, come to Mo's or whatever. You sound like sick Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you very much. That's because I'm not Sonic, but I'm sick. Not exactly the best right now, so I keep going in between sounding like my voice is breaking yet again to Batman at some points and then sick Sonic the Hedgehog at other points. It's fantastic. You know, when I'm focused on the job, when I'm, like, ill and still doing it, you know, because normally everybody else would be like, dude, just chill, just take it easy. Meanwhile, it's like, nah, I can do an easy stream and new ideas. When does Mo get his shop front here? I'm trying to remember because I swear he slides in and then he's got his own, like, giant stall. Oh, there it is. Not so sure about this. Now you feel what I felt for during half of college. Yeah, like I was saying, for those who are turning up now, I've had a terrible fever the other day, and then ended up throwing up and then passing out afterwards. My sleep pattern is all over the place. I feel absolutely terrible, and basically I feel like I've had the equivalent of one giant hot glue stick just shoved down my throat. I'm like slowly coughing that back up now, so I'm gonna try not dying on stream. You know, so I might not sound the best, but I'm working with what I've got. You need to put sunglasses on one of Undyne's teacups for that one character. What, for Mo or the 3 teacup characters? Typical seizure, says Mitsuki. I don't think I suffered a seizure as much as it was just a really bad cold. Because I already had a cold before this. It's just gotten really bad. So, yeah. This is not getting past Mo too quickly. There's no cone. Let's keep going here. I don't think I can reference the giant castle there. The teacup, guys. I can do that. I can do that. Oh, here we go. UGPS. So it is a controversial thing. I'm saying that because it happens to me once. Turns out it was a seizure, says Mitsuki. And that's fair enough. I'm not going to, like, totally deny it. It's more just the whole thing of it would be surprising if it was, considering I've just been really sniffly and under the weather recently. Here's an idea for you guys. I remember mentioning it in stream here. And it's the UGPS sign, because obviously this was used all over the underground for ages before Undertale. I'm thinking of having the UGPS sign be like either broken or just covered in snow on the way towards Snowdin. So it implies that, yeah, it was there at one point, and yeah, it's not used anymore. It's just because it's not been used, it's just been left there. You know, maybe the bell's not on it anymore, so the bell obviously won't ring, but just having the sign there to kind of insinuate, look, this was here, this was used at one point in time. Kind of like whenever you see, say, like, anything else that's been used, and then suddenly people don't use anymore. Like, I'm thinking of, over here in England, things that aren't really used too much anymore are like the red phone boxes that you might see in, like, London or whatever. They're not really used anymore, but they're still around just for the sake of it. You know. So I might include that. What does everybody else think about that? It's kind of like an idea. Another little reference. And while I'm waiting for the feedback, I will have my drinks. I have like 3 different drinks here and then some cough sweets. Definitely feel like this would be a cool thing to put in. Just have it like overturned or diagonally sunk into a massive like snow dune. The thing is, all these ideas are pretty easy to model so far. It's like, I've just put it down anyway. I've just put like UGPS sign and Snowden buried under snow. That'd be pretty cool. We've got up here. There's the teacup guys. Oh, let's see. The funny thing is, I could probably put them in, but refill. Oh, I remember these. It was so amusing. The shufflers. That was it. Sammy. I'm wondering whether we could put some graffiti on a wall that says shufflers have been here or something. You know. Or where Papyrus has done the, you know, the sign for Snowden where it says Snowden Town, welcome. Just put, like, home to the shufflers in, like, really small writing on the edge of it. The third one looks like a Cuphead. Kinda, yeah. That one. I see that. Maybe we can put the shufflers in. Or at least just a reference to him. I don't know at the moment. I have a feeling, like some of the other characters, it'd be a case of, who? You know. Because that's the problem with certain, like, groups from the fandom. You'll ask them, like, about certain characters, and they'll just be like, who do you mean? It's like, you don't remember this character? They'll be like, nah, they weren't memorable enough. If it's not Sans or any of the main cast, then people don't tend to remember them, which is kind of sad. No. Love the way I'm just getting all kinds of like random adverts here as usual. It's all good. It's not as if I care or anything. No. I hate getting adverts. Ah, here we go. Honeydew Resort. I'm wondering. I killed a guardian in Zelda, says Sammy Whipper. Ah, here we go. For the Honeydew Resort, I could easily copy the sign there. And then put that pointing another way. What do you reckon? Because we could have it look very similar to this. This is very similar to the idea going to the sign going to Martlet's house. We could easily take this sign, shrink it down, and put an arrow on it that just says like Honeydew Resort this way or whatever. No, I think that would be pretty cool to include, because then it kind of gives you an idea location-wise, roughly, of where it is in the underground. You know. Alright, Connor. Because you turned up late, I have one hell of a cold at the moment. I'm going between sounding okay to sounding like very sick Sonic the Hedgehog or even Batman. So, you'll just have to get used to it for the time being. It's not great, but I'm working with what I got here at the moment. Oh. Yeah, idea is to go through and just pick out little things that I would like to reference in yellow and see if everybody agrees with them. So, like, for instance, here, like the Honeydew Resort sign, the idea is that obviously yellow takes place ages before Undertale, and also in a completely different location that's just slightly off the beaten path. So doing stuff like a signpost toward Martlet's house and the Honeydew Resort would be pretty cool, I think. What do you think about the idea for that? Also, no problem for the avatar. That's no problem. A cool sign. Yeah, I figure, like, the way that it works is, like, imagine you're going through Snowdin like you normally would in Undertale, but then all of a sudden to kind of mix the two together so that it kind of gives you an idea that they exist in the same universe, just slightly to the side of each other. Like, just imagine, like, in the background, we're going through Snowdin, we're going across where all the puzzles are with Papyrus, and then just in the background you can just see a sign that says, like, Honeydew Resort this way, that's covered in, like, snow and stuff. So that kind of an idea, you know, just to kind of link the two together and make it seem as though it's one cohesive world. I think it'd be pretty nice. Okay, so we'll do the Honeydew Resort sign. And one to Martlet's house, which I've only seen in videos. Maybe have it run down. Yeah, I figured that with some of the other stuff. Like the UGPS sign, but have it like buried under snow or broken. Because of the fact that it takes place years after Undertale Yellow, so... Or at least we're imagining it does. Especially based on the fact that nobody in Undertale has seen a human in ages or even knows what one is until Frisk appears. Outside of, say, like, I think Toriel, Asgore, and maybe Undyne. Like, everybody else questions you as to what you are. So... Oh, maybe Sans. Yeah. Sans as well, because of Sans being all-knowing. You know. Although Sans really has only... No, I was going to say he's only got knowledge based on what Toriel's told him when somebody leaves the ruins, but... For here, I was going to put like a hot springs in, but I don't feel like it would work. I can maybe put Microfrog it in. I can get away with Microfrog it pretty easy. Try to see what else we could have here. I can't unsee this. When I'm going through text and I see somebody go, I have a theory. All I can think of is game theory. Did you mention Gerson? I've not mentioned Gerson yet. Gerson will be in the animation, though. That is a definite. But yeah, I didn't mention that Gerson will have prior knowledge to what humans look like as well. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any, like, fun scenery in here that I know we can kind of lift. And by that I mean, like, just turn around and be like, okay, we're taking this and we're putting it in as a reference. You know, like, a cool thing to do here would be, and this is slightly off to the side in terms of, like, it's not on screen, but assuming everyone's familiar with the Fangamer website, because quite a lot of fans are, have you seen the mug that's being sold that just says Grillbees on it and has like a logo on it? Because if you... Okay, maybe not. So, there's a mug being sold that has Grillbees on it. It's like a... Let me try and find it. It's got the logo on it. Fangamer, Undertale, and then it's in the merch section. I know it's not like canon technically because of Toby mentioning it. The Flowery Fan Club pin is another thing that I need to put in as well, which Papyrus will have because that makes sense, or at least be in his room. There we go. So it's called the Grillbees mug. It's been sold for $24. And it's just a brown mug that just says Grillbees snowed in EST 200X or 2000X. As well as having that mug, I can always lift the same idea for that and have like a Honeydew Resort mug appear on the like the counter or somewhere in Grillbees. Hey memes, I'm kind of ill at the moment, but hi, you can probably hear it in my voice. I've been ill for the past couple of days. My model's freaking out because I'm busy drinking again. Yo, it's my art says memes. Everyone is sick. Yeah, so just to run you through it real quick, I had a cold, just a minor one, that ended up going into my nose, and then it went into my chest the other day, and it got so bad that I ended up having a massive migraine and a fever, after being super fatigued, then basically threw up what was essentially all of the meal that day, but it was also black for some weird reason. Then I passed out, woke up 2 hours later and was like, oh, okay. And today, what's happened is it's gone into my throat, so I'm basically coughing it all up. And yeah, it's almost like I've just ate like a couple of hot glue sticks, because that's the consistency. So I'm pretty much just coughing up hot glue repeatedly, and as you can tell, it's done my voice in and my throat. So I'm kind of having to deal with it at the moment. So sometimes I sound terrible, sometimes I sound okay. Sometimes if I don't look after it and just leave it, I'll sound like Batman for no reason. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, phlegm. Yeah, the consistency of the phlegm is basically like just a hot glue gun. You know. You just not talk. I can't do a stream. I can't do a stream without talking. Oh. But yeah, Memes' art is here in the bottom left, as usual for the Undertale yellow stuff. I had bad phlegm for a bit. It sucks. Yeah, the worst part is I've got asthma as well, so it's even worse. Because with asthma, if you have something like that, it just makes it terrifying because you essentially can't breathe without coughing up loads. So I'm trying to keep on top of it to the point where it's actually scary to go to sleep sometimes. So yeah, I had it once where it was that bad that I actually woke up choking and ended up having to force myself to throw up. It was not nice, but that was like a year or two ago, maybe 4. Doctor's visit might be in order. Maybe. You got an inhaler? Yes, I do. Which I do take. The funny thing is I only have mild asthma, but when this kind of stuff happens, it affects me a lot more. For obvious reasons. Oh yeah, keep it by my bedside. So, for in here, I don't think I can reference anything from Honeydew Resort other than the sign. I've just noticed a little toaster there. Oh yeah, so I mentioned DIY books earlier because I figured what we can do is, in the library, we can have a book that's literally one that you would see Martlet reading if she was, there. I want it to basically be the book that Martlet would pick up as a reference and have it wrote by, like, Chujin. And the idea being I want some sort of an idea from everybody as to what it would look like on the cover. Primarily because I don't want to just look up, like, DIY for dummies and then have that there, because it's pretty lazy. So if anybody else has any sort of idea as to, like, what the front cover might look like, then, that'd be cool. The Royal Guard Manual. No, the Royal Guard Manual's different. The Royal Guard Manual is just Royal Guard stuff. But, like, the DIY book, essentially, would be, like, for all of the stuff, like, her doing her own stuff at, like, her house. So, like, in Snowdon, you get to see part of her house at one point. And she's, like, building a load of stuff, and she's thanking Chujin for it, because he's been such a help. It's like, I feel like that'd be a cool reference just to focus on for at least a little bit with the camera. Wasn't the book to do with the Royal Garden Traps? That's the one that she has on her. That's the one that she has on her, is the Royal Guard Manual, but she gets rid of that at the end of Yellow. How to for Airheads written by Chujin. Random scraps and stickers to Sammy. Yeah, that might be good. Or at least, like, because of Martlet being airheaded, maybe like a bunch of sticky notes. Bird's Guide to Building, that'd be good. 5-minute crafts. I just figure I don't want anything that's, like, super insulting, to the character. Because, like, you wouldn't see, like, puzzle making for dummies in, like, Papyrus's room, or at least I don't think we have that. Here's where I turn around and I'm misremembering, and he actually does have puzzles for dummies in his room. Hang on. Papyrus. Room Undertale. Just quickly search that. I'm probably misremembering because I'm going through so much stuff at the moment. Making sure all these details are correct. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. That reminds me, I downloaded some stuff recently to do the dog shrine. That'll be fun when I get to do that. Papyrus's room. Where's the books? The tool shed. Sans workshop. Trivia. Blah, blah, blah. Dog shrine. Dude, it says nothing about it on the wiki. That's terrible. Let's see what chat says. Lego builds for buffoons. And that 101 puzzles for skeletons. I always thought Papyrus had comic books on his shelf. I'm trying to remember, actually, because we know he has, what was it, the Fluffy Bunny one? I swear it's like, I swear, if I remember closely to the dialogue, it's stuff like, we know he has Fluffy Bunny on there. Then I think it's like advanced puzzle building or something. And then there's one other one. I can't remember what the other one actually is. I swear there's like 3 that are referenced in his dialogue. Advanced puzzles right next to Fuzzy Bunny. It's a Sammy. But yeah. Oh, there's the micro frogget pool. I can at least like do the micro froggets. I can just literally shrink the frogget model down. So like, if I ever just include micro frogget, frogget. If I include micro frogget as like an NPC, that'd be so funny. Meme says, wait, what's up? Small Ribbit. Oh man, did you ever fight the secret boss of Yellow? No, I did not, but I have seen Shay do it. So, I know of it. Because I watched a couple of Shay's runs. I also watched Doge doing it from Doge Creations. You know, the guys that do Minecraft in Undertale. Or rather, Undertale in Minecraft. I totally messed that one up. Somebody clipped that. He's ill. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's delirious. Quick. Cart him off to the doctors. Yeah, there's like the Giga Chad Frogget or something as well. I'm trying to remember. That was where we were trying to do that bit there. What's that sign? Is that the Honeydew Resort sign? I love this. It's going to buffer for like a minute and then... Ah, here we go. Okay, so that's the type of sign that I actually want for the Honeydew Resort. I'm gonna snipping tool that. Oh man, he's losing himself in hot glue sticks. Dude, I wish it wasn't the consistency of hot glue sticks. That's the worst bit about all of this. I don't mind being ill, I can look after myself. It's just hot glue sticks, man. Not nice. Ugh. Still need to figure out how to use the saber avatar, says Connor. Alright, it'll be fine, you'll get used to it eventually. I might try helping at some point when I'm feeling a bit better. Remember, old man, you can't just ingest glue sticks. They're not good for you. I must have gone on like a crazy binge eat for glue sticks like in the past couple of days. Don't know why. I just decided to down a bunch of them and then I couldn't remember. And then I've just like had a fever as a result of eating that and then just like freaked out, threw up and then passed out. Oh, fun times. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here to reference this with Martlet. What I can do is reference Ava, I think, later on in Waterfall. It's like the very edge of Waterfall. This was a sign that I was thinking of for, you know, like, in Snowdin for pointing towards, like, Martlets as well. So we can have, like, if I just screen cap that, so I know kind of the style, that'd be good. Try Hector. Even the sign here, like that one there, the double one, I'll get a screenshot of that too. That'd be good. But it just gives me an idea of like basic scenery that I'd include that will get everybody going, oh, so that's what he's doing, you know, as a way of tying everything in. Dave's like a kid in a fountain. Speaking of things, the reason why these streams are appearing later on at night is primarily because my kid just does not want to miss out on anything, so we either end up going for a car ride with her, or like tonight we just took her in right next to us until she passes out, and then we put her in bed. She does not want to go out at all, and it's so cute. It's just like, darling, please, please. You know, so I'd be starting a lot earlier if she was able to actually go to sleep at like 7 instead of me having to resort to chill tactics to get her to go to bed. What's the deal with the stream? So what we're doing, for those who don't know, I'm like, because I know some people will have just turned up in chat, I'm making Undertale as a 3D animated movie. I've been working on it for about a year now. I'm getting really close to completing the main portion, which is getting everything ready, all the models and stuff. I'll be animating within the latter half of this year, I think. This stream is focused on Undertale Yellow. What we're doing is we're going to be going through Yellow, or at least the videos that I did of it, and getting ideas for little bits of scenery that we can include in different areas, or little references that we can have that makes Yellow come into the same universe as Undertale, to make it seem like if you were just to go slightly off the beaten path from normal Undertale, you would find Yellow there, so that they join each other together. Which is why I'm collecting ideas at the moment, like for instance, seeing signposts in the background and Snowdin that point to Marlet's house or the Honeydew Resort. Having a DIY book by Shujin in the library. Having micro froggets in here, having the UGPS sign be buried in snow, and you can see all these things in the background. At the moment, I think this would be pretty cool. This year going to be finally goated in terms of Undernet stuff. Honestly, I'm like super hyped right now. Because we're right near the end. What I'll do is in a bit as well, I'll show off the current version of the library. Because that's been pretty fun to do. Like, the best part about this is all of the pretty easy bits have been done in terms of, like, not so easy bits. All the hard bits have been done. I'm messing up again. All the hard bits have been done. So, apart from the voice acting now, it's literally just a case of getting these last little things, like characters and the internal sections done for certain areas. And then that's it. We're animating. I can't wait to get around to animating. Meme says, I hope I'll be available for the big reveal. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll properly announce the update when it's coming out. But it's going to be months away at the moment. Like, it's literally going to be months away. Because I want to do it as, like, the biggest update we'll probably ever have other than a release. So, this one's going to be, like, if you remember, if anybody's seen the other updates or been with the other updates, and been around and people have been like, oh my god, look at that, wow. If you've been around and felt that kind of, like shock and awe, as in, like, holy crap, you know, kind of thing, that's what I'm aiming for again, but on a much larger scale. You know, like late this year. Yeah, my idea for the update is as follows. I get all of the internals done, and by internals I mean the buildings, because I didn't model any of the interiors for the buildings really. So that includes the following. I've got to remember these properly even while I'm ill. The library and the skeleton's house for Snowdin. I need the inside of Undyne's house and Napsterbluke's house for Waterfall. I need to finish up the lab that I was doing, the interior of the upper section of the lab, not the true lab. The true lab's done. I need to do the upper section for the lab where Alphys is. I've pretty much got, like, about 60% of that done already anyway. I need to do little adjustments to Hotland to get that finished properly. I need to do the interior of the core and then the MTT resort, and it's done. So it's literally it. All the underground will be done after that. I want to show all of that off in the next update, And plus, I want to show off every single new character we're getting, because I mentioned it in a previous update, but we've got a lot of new characters coming in, which means a lot of new voice cast will be needed. I want to try and have all the new characters in there fully voiced, and all the older characters be in there fully voiced, so it's like a massive show-off trailer. So it's going to be nuts. Like, that's what I want now, is just this massive show of, like, this is what's happened, this is the cool stuff, you know. Do what Martlet would do and use sticky notes. What, for the update? Like, for taking notes on things? Or just for leaving around places? I'm kind of confused at the moment. We don't really need to watch the Martlet fight or even have a sentry station because it's in a totally different place. And that's where I got filtered by her as well. Because you're sick, you might feel, oh, I get you. No, I'm writing all of this down. I'm writing it all down on a WordPad document. Right, let's see. Have I got... God damn it, I'm trying to find the next video. Just give me a moment. There we go, Snowden and Beyond. Let's make sure I grab this and load it up. Bam! That should work. There we go. Get rid of the other one. But yeah, when I do idea streams like this, I always keep WordPad in the background. So we got filtered here like mad. Let's go through. I think we explored the rest of Snowden before progressing. Ah, this is Ava. Kind of says, meanwhile, I'm zoning out right now, having the male thought process of random BS. So this reminds me, I might be able to reference Ava in Waterfall over the edge right next to Clover's Hat, based off the ending for True Pacifist. I also talked the other night about looking in, and this is only in the Immersiontale Discord, which is for cast and crew exclusively, which will mean more or less memes just looking at this, but there were some fan comics recently that did some really interesting takes on the events leading up to the monsters from Yellow leaving with all the other monsters and going to the surface. I'm actually thinking of including some of that stuff in there, because it looks pretty cool and would be pretty nice to do. But again, I'd have to try and acquire models for that. So at the moment, it's kind of all up in the air. I'm kind of just taking ideas and then being like, okay, maybe if I can get the models. If not, it's no big deal. You know, I miss my wife, Martlet. I've seen so many Sonic Adventure 2 memes for Saroba today. I don't know what it is. It's just on Twitter. It's full of it. I don't know what's going on. Instead of Saroba, now it's just Roba. They've given her, like, sunglasses and stuff and deliberately, like, basically replaced Sonic with Saroba. Roba Adventure 2, it's great. I'll be back, Dave. Got to mow the lawn. It's fine, it's fine. We don't visit Waterfall in Yellow. There's Flowey. That's the thing, we don't actually visit Waterfall, but we do go through it, which is kind of cool. I do like the peaceful look that we have, but then we end up in the dunes. This kind of thing, where we have the tube running through to Hotland and then beyond, is actually pretty cool. We're getting some crazy wind, feels nice this corner. Most of the UK at the moment is getting absolutely blitzed by crazy stormy weather with some serious wind, so let's just try and move forwards here. Oh. Try to see if there's anything in the dunes that I can reference other than, like, the Mew Mew cabinet. Oh, that was a letter by Mo. Be interesting to have a letter from Mo in, like, Sands and Papyrus's letterbox or something. Let's see. There's UGPS. I don't think I've got that as a sign. I might use that on the signpost instead. Let's just cap that. Warnings are being issued tomorrow. This is kind of, or is that? I've not read that right. Interesting. Oh, there's Mo with his water machine. I wish Mo had like a giant sign with his face on it or something, because it'd be so funny to reference that in like the background at some point. Hey, there's Cactoni. Let's keep going, because I don't think I'm going to have any reference to the mines in here from the dunes. It's mainly just going to be like, you know, the Oasis area. Is it just me, or does the dunes kind of overstay its welcome a little bit? I love the way, like, half of this video is just me getting filtered by El Bandidor. Kid survives, and I quote, a 12-story fall into a mountain, a second fall immediately after the first, a high-speed boat crash, several beatdowns, and another landing on cardboard, and many more. Here we go. So I think this is the bit now where we get to the Oasis. Oh, here we go. So I can probably do a cheeky reference to the Oasis in here. Clover has so much plot armor, or too much plot armor. Clover has a lot of luck, seemingly. Might go outside and see if I fly, guys. Has got it. Oh no. Remember to attach some rope to yourself just in case. Memes when there's a will, there's a way, says Connor. Let's just see. Trying to remember where Red was in here, because it would be pretty cool to try and have a reference for that. I don't know. Here we go. So the Mew Mew arcade game. I want to put in Alphys's place. Have fun with that one, Chief. So for here, like we know we've got the game zone. I reckon I can take the Mew Mew arcade cabinet and just make it and have it playing. That'd be really, really fun. Have it in the background for like the lab or something. Have Alphys just like the owner of an arcade cabinet from Mew Mew, because why not? I imagine at some point she's acquired it because this place is either shut down or there's like a second one or whatever. But yeah, referencing Mew Mew Love Blaster is going to be pretty fun. Sounds terrible as well, but I imagine if I don't want to use the sprite work here, I can always shove it through, like, and this is going to sound terrible of me, but it's like the only use I would have for this would be shove it through an AI so it upscales it and takes away the sharp edges. That way I could use it on an arcade cabinet as a texture. Let's do... I do not normally support AI stuff unless it helps me with, like, work and doesn't make everything a pain in the ass. What does everybody else think of that idea, using the arcade cabinet from the Oasis in the lab just to have a good time? I can sprite for the cabinets as memes. Interesting. That reminds me, I need to get a full shot of the cabinet in first person here. There we go, because I just realised that it's actually happening in first person, so I've got to know where the buttons are. Just tell me what scale. What I might be able to do is just model the cabinet and then send you the what essentially is like the unwrap, what they call it. And it's just taking the cabinet and unfolding it, and then you'd be able to figure out from there with some notes as to where everything goes, you know, so then it'd be no problem. Yeah, I think that's going to be cool for an idea for just a little reference in Alphys's section. Because I imagine she's going to own a lot of Mew Mew stuff anyway, so just having a little bit more scenery to reference Yellow in the background would be really fun. Either that or have it playing spookily in the True Lab. Just like put it somewhere in the True Lab and just have it playing. I'm like, what the hell? Honestly, I wish the devs for Undertale Yellow would have made this its own standalone release. It was like a mini-game thing that you can play in like a little bit of time and just keep playing. Be so fun. Let's see. There we go. There's red. I wish that was a thing where I could get a hold of that character. That'd be so good. I don't know what I would do though. Make Clover gay. Wait, what? See, that's that one. So I'll at least put that one in. So that's our Mew Mew arcade cabinet background asset for lab. That way I can just make that really easy. That can be like its own separate stream. Hang on. Let's see. Old Western, Western Showdown in Part 5, Steamworks Part 6. I don't think I'm going to reference much of the Steamworks, especially without me getting filtered so much. Let's see here. Trying to load this up. Idea says memes. Shoot, what's the idea? Oh yeah, I've already done that. Or at least I've put Clover's hat there in the same spot. Put a little grave in that spot. Ooh, I could do like a little stick style grave representing them, and then have the hat on top of it. Ignore me, suspicion. No. It's already there. I just figured. Yeah, hi, Lucky. Yeah, I'm incredibly sick. I mentioned it before, but yeah, I'm incredibly sick right now. Okay, let's see. I don't think there's any way that I could reference Clover's the only human we didn't know get murdered. That's true. That's true. I'm trying to see if there's any way of referencing the dunes here. You know, like the proper area where we have the Feisty Five. I don't think there's going to be any way of referencing this. I love the way I skip just to the point where it's like, hi, I'm Saroba, and then I'm just thinking about those Saroba memes again. Let's see. There's no real way of referencing any of this, I don't think. Saloon gigs. I didn't notice Method's on there, or at least I don't remember it. Does that say notice fallen down or something? Interesting. You can add a box of corn in the with Wild East on it and Snowden. A flyer or poster on the ground, like litter, potentially. The box of corn would actually be pretty cool. So like, box of corn with Wild East inside. Snowden? Put it like just outside one of the houses or whatever. Remember the end credits? Yes, I do. I do, because that's where I got the whole idea for putting the reference to yellow in the first place. Let's see. Playing cards here would be funny, having the dogs in Grillbees playing with the yellow cards here, but I think that might be going a bit too far with references like that. Like, it needs to be just little subtlety ones rather than just going like full in. And not too many of them. That's the one where Clover gets sold a gun. Right, so let's go to the next one. We'll leave that playing for the moment. And it's... Next one is Steamworks. Bam. I don't think I can even reference the Steamworks in here. Wait a minute. I must have been on another stream or another video. Why is it showing me the beginning like this? Unless I must have skipped by accident. It must have been because I was getting filtered so hard. Did you ask the yellow devs to add the references? Oh yeah, that might be. That's one thing where I was like, you know what? I could probably get away with just adding the references and be like, yeah, that'll be cool. I think now I'm going to actually have to ask for permission, right? Like, I did, honestly, with the models and other things, or rather with the stuff already here, and me just reproducing it and having it as like little nods, I honestly did not think that that was a problem because I'm not using it for like a game and everyone knows I'm not deliberately going out with the intent to steal stuff. But yeah, I guess that would be the best course of action, would be to contact them and just explain what I'm doing and then just be like, is this okay? You know, crap. That's throwing a wrench in my works a little bit. Let's go on Twitter. Let's find the devs. There we are, Undertale Yellow. Tweets by, okay. I wonder if I could just go like the Discord if they've got one. That would be like the quickest route towards... There's an email there. Like, literally, I did not think of that. I was just like, oh, it's fine. It's not a game thing, so it's not like I'm stealing or anything, but... Director and writer for Undertale Yellow, but yeah, that doesn't... That doesn't do anything for asking for permission, does it? For legal reasons. Yeah, okay. I kind of get the idea. I'll tweet at them first. And then I'll see if I can get, like, anybody else that I'm in contact with to find any other contact information. So let me type this up. Right, there we go. Okay, there we go. I just tweeted out to them now. If you want later on and are good for a call afterwards, fix the lines for Snowman. Let you listen to. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I just contacted them and was basically like, look, I'm doing this 3D fan film just for the sake of it because I don't want to just go ahead and do this stuff without permission. Is this alright with you guys? I could really use one of the like Discords because then I could get that sorted within like a day easily. God damn my throat then. It's terrible this cold because like at some points it feels like I'm going to choke or somebody's tickling the back of my throat or whatever. And it's just terrible when I'm trying to sit down and do stuff and then it's making me feel like I want to throw up. It's like, ugh. And obviously, because I've not got rid of it off my chest in like a good hour or so, it makes me sound like I'm Batman at the moment. Or discount Batman. If I keep waiting around a little while longer, it'll get more on my chest and then I'll go even more growly and low. Ugh. Does it hurt to breathe? No, but a couple of days ago, I felt like my chest was being squeezed in the center. That hurt like mad. And then the other day, it felt like I'd got such a bad migraine that my brain was basically trying to pop out my skull. And then I ended up throwing up what was almost like pure black, even though I'd had food that day. And then I passed out for like 2 hours. And then, obviously, because I'd thrown up so violently, it's done my throat in. And then the cold has moved from my chest, seemingly, back into my throat and my nose. But it has the consistency of basically, like, hot glue. So I'm basically coughing up hot glue. It's terrible. really bad at the moment. Oh. Just see what else I could add here. The only other thing I can think of, maybe, but it would make no sense, is the vending machine. You know, like the sentient AI vending machine. That just might be able to prescribe you something, or painkillers at least if you're hurting. I've got a load of other, like, cold medicine at the moment that I'm going to be using. But yeah, it's rough. This is probably the worst I've ever been in ages as well. You can hear my voice like slowly sounding like it's breaking, and then it goes lower or higher a little bit depending on how I'm dealing with stuff. Like at the moment, no joke, this isn't even me messing. My voice is just going lower and lower and lower as it's building up. I don't think I can reference the AI here. That makes no sense within the context of Undertale. Although it would be funny. You know. Let's see, what else we got here? I'm trying to think of what else can be done or referenced at the end here. The easiest thing to reference would be the cherry blossom tree. The cherry blossom tree overlooking New Home would be so much easy to add. Gargle some alcohol-based mouthwash, that would help. I'm trying to remember whether I've got any just alcohol, like really strong alcohol, like whiskey or something, because I could just gargle that or just shot it for a little bit, that would probably help. I remember there being awards on the walls. I'm like, maybe I can get the awards or something and replicate them in 3D. Or maybe I can do like the Windows 95 screensavers that they have in the offices. Drinking isn't the solution. You'd be surprised hot whiskey actually works. Like, it really clears you out. Take some Advil cold or and ciders. Is this the... Oh, this is the part where I got filtered. I got filtered by the damn code, and I just ended up, like, going back and playing around with everything and then just guessing it later on. Where is it? Gonna have to go around and ask people whether the UndertaleAU team have like Discord. Because I really want that message. Just make sure you rest. Oh, I will be. Never had hot whiskey. I used vodka in the past, says Lucky. Yeah, whiskey works really well. Like, I think I have a magnum of it still in the back. If I do, I'll just be shot in whiskey all day. Ugh. It's about the only time I ever drink as well. Although I might drink when we've done the update for this, when I've got everything ready, and also when the project is finally done. That'll be like the two main excuses to celebrate. But even then, I'm not really a big drinker, so I'll probably just like take 2 shots or something and then be fine. Here we go. That's what I'm going to have. On one of, like, Alphys's computers or something, I want the Windows 95 screensaver. I'm going to screenshot that. The pipes one. I only drink when under parental supervision, says Connor. The thing is, it's like, I always got told when I was growing up, like, alcohol's a thing that you'll encounter, but you don't want to have too much of, because obviously it can do all kinds to people. And it's like, the thing is, it's like, I don't mind the taste of alcohol, but it's just the idea that you don't remember the fun times afterwards. That's what kind of kills it for me, so I don't bother drinking. Like, I'll only drink once or twice a year just to celebrate things, so... Yeah, getting drunk's not exactly the best. Like, the best time to stop is when, eventually, when you accumulate enough alcohol in your system, you can start feeling yourself being a little bit sort of like, woo, all over the place. That's essentially what's nicknamed tipsy, or just lightheaded drunk, or lightly drunk. You're on the verge, basically, of going over and becoming absolutely wasted after that. Stopping there is a really good idea, because it's a weird sensation, and you remember it afterwards, rather than getting blind-ass drunk and then not being able to remember what happened. You know. Yes, I did, Lucky. Let's see. These are all, like, smaller references, including Axis stuff that would not be useful in the lab. And then we got the bit where I got filtered for like 3 or 4 streams by Axis. Oh. Let's just avoid that. Kind of says, I drank 1 bottle of a VK and I'm out like a light bulb. VK is really weak as well, so that's alright. And I don't mean that in a I don't mean that in an offensive way. It's more just like Alka-Pops and stuff like that are really, really weak compared to just drinking whiskey straight. You know, so after a drink I kind of want to go to bed, says Connor. Yeah, that normally happens. That's just because your body's just like, whoa, what? Alcohol and fireworks do not mix well for me after the 4th of July with a Roman candle. Oh, lucky, not good. So here we go. This is trying to get ideas for later on. I don't think any of this, again, is going to be useful from Shujin's place, other than maybe figuring out what the front of a book might look like from him. Like a DIY one. Worst I've done is 8 whiskey and coke in Turkey, says Connor. Oh, nice. Whiskey and coke is real nice. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, I don't think any of this is going to be of use here. Even the map of the underground wouldn't be any use. Oh, my voice sounded like I'm breaking up. That's specifically only found in Saroba and Chujin's house. because it's the founder's crest. There he is. There's Gendo Ikari from Evangelion. So then we've got me going back to the dunes, messing around a little bit. Here we go. This ain't going to be possible to reference because of the simple fact of that isn't there anymore. That's the colour puzzle in Undertale. I love the way it got the dance there as well. I'm trying to remember what the deal is with the UGPS sign here. It's just there. Oh, this is where we went back to try and see what was going on, and we saw Delve, right? Yeah, that's where Delve moves into later on. And there's the balloon. Here we go. There's the statue. Who's in here, though? I speed up the stream here. Yeah, because these are different characters that are in here at the moment, including the guy inside Grillbees, who isn't actually Grillbee for, well, not Grillbees, the burger place with burger pants. It's not burger pants, it's the little robot dude. That reminds me, because I've been streaming. Oh no, it's not yet. I was trying to keep my attention on when I'm gonna have to change the music around a little bit, because we always get freaking copyright strikes for these streams by the part where we get to another medium. Where is it? There's Fish Receptionist again. There's that guy. That guy's pretty cool, but on that person, it's just the whole thing of that. That is obviously all gone in original Undertale. But what I do like there, and I'm gonna keep a screenshot of, is the Deltarune thing on the back of the cash register. Half tempted to use that as an idea. Juice tastes so good, says Connor. Right, this is where we normally see Catty and Bratty. To which somebody's done their own interpretation, obviously, of how this would look. I think it might be based on the actual sprite work. Just give me a sec. If I look that up. Catty and Bratty Undertale. Okay, yeah, that matches the background pretty well, actually. What I might have to do is extend the resort there a little bit. Make sure I've put that on. I'm actually surprised that's so matched up to the artwork there. Okay, and then we meet Martlet over here. And from there we go up to New Home. New Home's totally different. The only thing I would have here is this area is just like a reference, you know, in the background for when we're showing off New Home. Just put the cherry blossom in there. That'd be all right. That's the robot filtering me for like God knows how long. Can we just get it so when she skips dialogue, then I can get like a screenshot of that? Oh, there we go. And I've got DM. I'll have a look at that DM soon. I think that's probably gonna be. Let's have a look. Oh, wait, what? I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Interesting. Something's just coming across my desk that may be pretty cool. The last one we've got is the end stuff, which is here. This is when we've been filtered a bunch. This is Saroba's fight, for the most part, with me complaining, and then it's the neutral ending. Now the thing is, well, not the neutral ending, sorry, the true pacifist ending. The thing is, I need to pay attention to the credits just to make sure that everything lines up perfectly. Because if the references don't line up, then there's really no point in doing any of this because it'll just ruin stuff. Tutorial scarf. Oh, that would actually be a nice little reference, having the final leaf fall off Toriel's tree, just like at the end. Okay. There's Mo, because we didn't buy anything from him, or hardly. Let's see, there's all the guys in the mines. There's the flowers getting watered. There's the boxes of corn. I end up drinking too much lemon iced tea, says Memes. I'm having iced tea at the moment. Peach iced tea. I'm almost out of it though. Love the gondola there. There's Dav's new place in Snowdon. And then here's the ending bit, the other ending bit. So that there is currently where I have the hat. I just need to maybe put Ava in there as well, like the remains of Ava. Thing is, that falls down behind all of the other trash there, so kind of hard to see. And then that's it. So yeah, that's how many. If I take out the leaf falling thing from the ruins, that's how many ideas? 9. 9 ideas. Some of which you can kind of turn around and say, okay, they're not directly associated with yellow. You could probably do, like the Windows 95 screensaver thing. But stuff like the Mew Mew arcade cabinet and things like that, yeah, I'm going to need to ask for. So, at least this gives us a good idea of where we're up to. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. I hope to see you on future streams and stuff. And, yeah, we'll get back to hopefully being a little bit healthier. So in future, hopefully we'll be good. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.